it up today. And I said, well, I can pick it up in like 3 minutes. So there's going to be a magic dryer or washing machine appearing here in a second. Yeah. All right, man. I'll see you around. Take a quick look over. I think I see some deer antlers popping out. Nope, not deer antlers. A stick. Looks like a lot of the garbage soon. I'll go back and grab that one box of fabric. Seeing these out here. I don't know if these are brass or just made to look like brass. Actually, out here in a second. Oh, it might be. Yeah, some are. That's not. It's probably just die cast. This one box. See over here? Fake flowers. It's one thing to put in your trunk. Moldy books and fake flowers. Interesting. That's a nice little pile right there. A nice looking couch over here on the right. Looks like another person might be doing some spring cleaning. That house is actually for sale. I don't know what was going on with that other house I was just out. So yeah, I grabbed one box which had that fabric, which I want to donate most likely, and I think the bottom box had Christmas. There were a lot of stuff there of flowers.
Yo.
And usually I do grab flowers. Oh, see, this is Taco Stacks
John Things, what's up?
Again. Watch this, guys. Take this television.
Stinky Ghost. Opinions of McDonald's new secret menu items. The Vard sandwich. I think McDonald's is the worst fast food you can buy, but people love it. That's where everybody wants to go. Nothing much. What are we doing? Nothing. I should be doing something, right? Should be at the gym. Working out, picking up chicks. So what's going on with Donald Trump? He's going after Hamas? You know what kills me? Like, who is Hamas? They don't have a flag. They all have the same flag, that black flag. There's no, who are you going to target? They're terrorists. It's so stupid. How do you know who the fuck is who? There's no really Palestinian government. So who are you, who's like the threat? Like, who's holding these hostages? Unless they know where they are. You know what I mean? Like, they know where the hostages are or whatever the case is. I mean, I don't know, man. Where they even got all these hostages from that last October when that thing happened, way back then. Check the 19th. Yeah, but I mean, there's no official government. It was just the land called. That's what it was called. It wasn't like it was the country of. At least I don't think so. Greetings from Australia. Well, there is an Israel. You can't say there's an Israel. Israel exists. They have a country. They have Netanyahu. They have citizens. They have government. Whatever it is. Whatever they perceive as government. They can do whatever the fuck they want. But, you know, there is an Israel. Israel is real. And Crank, you woke lefty motherfuckers cry about the Don. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's kind of. It seems like he's backtracking on the things that he's saying. Like he's going to put tariffs on Mexico, and now it's not going to happen until April 2nd. Canada and all of this stuff, and they're just slowly making excuses to not put tariffs on them and continue to tax the American people, while these foreign companies, these foreign workers that work in these factories, the foreign people who own the companies, billionaires, rich people, all don't pay anything to do business in the United States. You know, they just don't pay anything. Where I have to for me to live and work here, I got to pay taxes. And if I don't pay taxes, the government wants to lock me up. What's up, 1980? I'm your grandpa. So you know what? They continue to like fuck this country. It's probably the best that they split this country up. That's it, because you know these people robbing this country. Then like other countries, once this country dissolves, they'll be fucking dead. Nobody's gonna protect them. There's countries that we protect dearly, right? We're forced to protect them. But once this country is divided because of them stealing, constantly stealing, like an enormous amount of money, where they put it all, it's just going to destroy the country. He's not erratic, but I mean, you know, they're making excuses not to put the tariffs to relieve the pressure of taxes off the American people. That's what they need to eliminate my taxes and tax foreigners. Why force me to pay taxes and foreign countries don't have to pay taxes, or foreign companies? That's my question. And everybody, come on, we got 100 people here. Give a thumbs up. There's one person who gave a thumbs up. You know, you get the courts. They want, like, they see like there's corruption, and these judges, they're all corrupt. All these judges, they're all corrupt. Like, these judges see that they're finding corruption in Doge accounts, in AIDs, all corrupt, and yet they still are forcing the government to pay these people. It's fucking crazy. Thanks for the like, Big Brutus and Crank. Yeah, you know, I don't blame people for not working. In reality, why should you work? Why? I don't blame people for not paying taxes, like rich people. Rich people don't pay taxes. They're smart if they don't, because they know where the money's going. You know what I'm saying? They know their money's being stolen. If they knew the money was going to a good cause and it was being appropriated properly, they'd have no problem paying. I can guarantee you. They would be more than happy. You get a guy like Elon Musk, he's got billion, he doesn't want to pay taxes because he knows whatever he gives is going to get fucking stolen one way or the other. Trump is not a joke. You can't stop saying stupid things like that. The guy's not a joke. He's the fucking president of the United States. He went through war to become the president of the United States. No other president was ever hurdled like Donald Trump, and he won the election. Now, we're going to see if he's full of shit or not. Tariffs bring companies. Forget it. Nobody even wants the companies. Stay in your own country. Just pay taxes on the goods that you sell. That's it. Pay fucking taxes, meaning pay money to do business in the United States. We don't care if they're coming out. We don't need them. They're not here now. People are still working. The country's basically functioning. So just pay taxes. We don't need the company to come back. I mean, we do need a company that makes computer chips. Yeah, that's a good thing. He's like now he's like worried about. I mean, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. You know, this whole Russian thing, and it's so stupid. Like even for Biden to pay into that. Like, why would you pay? Why would you let them start a war like that? What kind of a fucking president are you? To say, oh, here's all these billions of dollars. Like, what a fucking jerk off! I'm telling you, that fucking Biden, he's one of the reasons why this country is gonna get destroyed because of him. Because this whole Russian conflict can bankrupt the United States. I'm telling you. You don't know what they can do. You don't even know what they can do. Look what they did during the alleged Great Depression. They stole everybody's money. They could do the same thing now. Yeah. Hey, Eric the Great, what's up? Art Grape. And that was the first company that Trump bought, was a computer chip company. Trump is doing great. Well, I mean, he bought that company to the United States. You know, so now we have our own company that makes computer chips. We don't have to depend on Singapore, China, whoever else is making them. I thought they used to make them in Silicon Valley. Whatever happened to that? What'd they do? They left just to fuck the United States? Like Bill Gates and them? Spreading misinformation like what? Cheryl? Do you even spread any information? Do you even like say anything? You just go around accusing people of spreading misinformation, right? Because like that's how you just retaliate, right? What are you doing to help America, Cheryl? Going around telling people they're spreading misinformation? Wow. Is that hard for you? Get used to the changes. They never manufactured them in Silicon Valley. That's where they did. Oh, okay. Well, let's hope they open the factory up. I mean, by them opening that factory, it shows that the future is bright. That there's not going to be World War III. Or else that company wouldn't come here and invest. But then again, they could invest here because America is a safe place to be. Bring over brick chips. Lies. Lies of what? Flex City? Please, guys, if you're going to say a one-word statement, back it up. What am I lying about? Master of... Right. Well, that's what do we have? We have opinions. When you watch something on the news, they only give you... They don't give you their opinion. They report the issue. And then you make your own opinion on the news. How does the news work? So you're going to believe that that Donald Trump misevaluated his Mar-a-Lago property and the judge came to the conclusion that it's only worth $18 million when people pay $1 million a year in fucking dues just to be there? You want to believe that? That's what I was supposed to do. Believe everything the news. Well, you can't anymore because the news has lied over and over and over again. So I have to make my own opinion. I have no choice. Trump needs to leave the VA alone. Well, he's gonna make the vets go to just their own doctors and private hospitals. Why not? That makes more sense. Why run a VA? Because the VA, all it does is cost, it'll probably be cheaper to give the veterans an HMO than it is for the government to manage all these fucking VA hospitals. All these idiot doctors that the VA doesn't want to pay. So the VA gets the worst doctors because they don't want to pay the doctors. So the worst doctors apply to work there. The good doctors get jobs in big hospitals. So now a veteran could go to any hospital, any quality hospital. They're not subject to just go to the VA. So if they need medical care, medical attention, or mental health they can go to better doctors that'll help them better. That's what the VA is. They're not going to be left stranded with no health care. They're going to be in an HMO, which makes sense. This is a manless wonder of a country. Yeah, I agree. They want to delusionalize manhood and womanhood too. Trump issues last warning here. Trump warns Hamas if U.S. holds. What are we going to do? How are we going to retaliate? What are we going to do to Hamas? Do they know? So what isn't fucking the IDF just go and raid it and just get whoever they can get out and that's it? What do they want to do? What are we going to do that Israel can't do on their own or the IDF? We're going to send our troops there? It makes no fucking sense. We're going to be the bad guys? I'm not against Trump. I'm against corruption. That's what I'm against. I'm against U.S. aid. I'm against organizations that just continually rip off this fucking country and cost me fucking money. Trump cares. Look at his speech last night. It was 2 hours. If he didn't care, he would have had like a 20-minute speech like George Bush. That's it. What do you think George Bush used to go there? He used to go there, speak for 20 minutes, half hour tops, and fucking walk off. And it was 2 hours. You got 2 hours. Do I like Doge? Yeah. I think Doge, they should have instantly canceled all Doge, all of U.S. aids. Whoever they were paying, they should have canceled all payments. I'm for President Trump. He's doing it. Well, he's continually delaying the fucking tariffs, the taxes for these other companies in these other countries that are still refusing to pay. Trump should just come out and say, listen, no one can do business in America for free. All the American people, the workers, pay taxes. We all pay taxes. So if you want to do business in America, you got to pay. That's it. What's so hard about it? How can you not understand that? Stop calling them tariffs. Call them import taxes. Stop using the word tariff. Say import taxes. Lori Wilson. Yeah, that's what it is. You got to fucking come out and tell people and speak in the proper language and say, we are going to impose import taxes. And if the other country wants to do it to us, then that's the way it should be. That's it. It's not a tariff war. There's no war. You want to tax us, we'll tax you. End of story. When there's a trade deficit, that's exactly what it is. You can't have a North American free trade agreement when there's a trade imbalance. That's not a free trade agreement. It's not free trade when you're doing $350 billion more trade than the United States is. And that's George Bush. He signed that fucking into law. When he signed that, or was it Bill Clinton? They should have put in there, all right, we're going to do free trade up to the amount of equal trade. So if the United States, so if a country only buys $50 million worth of goods, but they're selling $250 million worth of goods, then you got to pay $200 billion worth of import taxes. And the $50 million is washed. No one's interested, brother. This is not the type of site. Cruz doesn't sound very American. Nah, he's just being a wise guy. Ben N, only in MAGA can you ignore basic. Really, Ben? You must be an economist. So that's not basic economics? So you want the United States to absorb a $300 billion trade deficit Let's say all over the world, it adds up to like $1.4 trillion trade deficit all over the world. Let's say it's even more. So we have to absorb that. Right? We have to absorb that. Wow, you're some kind of fucking economist, man. Are you a professor? Are you a professor in college? In college? I mean, think about it. Let's say of all countries, the United States absorbs $1.5 trillion trade deficit all over the world. Because the smaller the country, the less trade, right? So Mexico's a big trader. Canada needs the United States. China's big. Japan. All these big producers, right? Big players. So when you add it all up, it could equal to like 1.4, $1.5 trillion a year. Why don't Trump say that? He said, just go and say the United States cannot absorb $1.4 trillion trade deficit every year and tax its own citizens. That's the way you talk. That's how you come out and fucking say it. That's what he should say. Now the people will understand that. If I came to you and I said, we have a $1.5 trillion trade deficit with the rest of the world, the United States, there's no way we can sell $1.4 trillion worth of shit, right? What kind of trigger would that hit? You would say, wow, that's a lot of money. So that means we're losing in trade of $1.4 trillion that no one's paying taxes on it. So what they do is they turn to the American people to get the money. And on top of that, they were stealing all the fucking money. That's the beauty of it. Not only that no one's paying taxes in this country, because that's why they keep borrowing money, because no one is paying enough money to cover the debt. There's not enough revenue. There's too much tax forgiveness for this country to run at a profit, right? In the green or in the blue. We're in the red. Right. And that's what Trump said. A lot of foreign markets won't even let us in because they protect their own market. Why is the United States an open fucking market? It makes no sense. So when Trump should go and say, listen, until the $1.4 trillion world deficit is met, everybody has to pay to do business in the United States. All companies in America pay to do business in America. One way or the other, they pay. No company in the United States pays no taxes. That's not the way it works. Oh, so eagerly, you want Americans to continue to be taxed? How much do you want to tax billionaires? Why don't you say, let's tax billionaires in foreign countries that want to do business in America and avoid paying taxes? At least billionaires pay taxes. Why are you against your own people, your own countrymen? I don't understand that. Why wouldn't you say, yeah, we want to tax foreign companies and so Americans don't have to pay taxes, even billionaires? This way it's worth it to live in America. Why should we live in America and fucking just continue to have inflation? Up. Everything goes up and up constantly. Property taxes. And then I thought it was a big mistake Donald Trump lowered interest rates. That was stupid. Let me see. What are the mortgage interest rates? What are the mortgage interest rates?
Here's a summary from U.S. Bank.
6.4%. That's if you got good credit.
Conventional fixed rate loans, conforming adjustable rate mortgage,
Yeah.
farm loan.
So if you got good credit, you can get 6.4%. If you got bad credit, forget it. You're going to get 8, 8.5, 9 with points. You can't even get a mortgage. Fishy Smith. Well, a guy with a name Fishy. Trump stinks. You smell like fish. Come on, guys. 221 people here. Let's hit the thumbs up. Let's smash the like button. Well, there's no like button. Well, there is. Hit the thumbs up, guys, while I find the picture. I'm losing faith in Donald Trump, to be honest with you. I am. He's not lowering my property taxes. He's not lowering my income taxes. You know, he's now he's talking about Hamas. He's changing the fucking subject, which the subject should be taxing foreign companies to do business in the United States. That's what the subject should be, not Hamas. You know how many hostages are around the world? There's probably a lot. What are we going to do? Tell every organization, release the hostages. I mean, how long are these people keeping these hostages anyway? Like, what the fuck? This happened 2 years ago, wasn't it? Or was it last October? He's only been in office for 5 weeks. I'm not against Donald Trump. I'm just saying, you know, that he's promising. I voted for him because he promised to lower taxes. That's the only reason why I voted for him. Or else I couldn't give a fuck what you say. The reason why I didn't vote for Harris because she wanted to raise taxes. You understand? She wanted to tax Americans. When she says let's tax billionaires, that means tax everybody. You don't just tax one group of people. Everybody gets taxed. They don't just target one group of people. We all get fucking taxed. Give him a chance, dude. All right, well, we'll see what happens in April if he doesn't impose the tariffs on Mexico. If he doesn't impose those tariffs on Canada and all these countries, then I'm done. I don't care what he says. He's not going to lower my taxes. Or he's going to continue to raise the deficit. Well, the Republicans didn't do a bad job either. George Bush, he was terrible. He had to be one of the worst presidents in history. George Bush, he was terrible. Bill Clinton was horrible. Yeah, Social Security too. I mean, you know, he did a good thing with Social Security if he's going to eliminate all those payments to dead people. That's millions and millions of dollars every month. Millions. There's thousands of people. He said millions of people on Social Security that are dead. I don't know if, is that what he said? Or was it in the thousands? I mean, where's all this money going? Why isn't anybody being called out, going to jail? If there's so many people, this money has to be going to a bank account. Gulf of America. I 100% agree with that. That's another good thing Trump did. Come on, guys, hit the thumbs up. We have 300 people here, and everybody's got sore thumbs. Let's go. What are you, all thumbs? All you got to do is double tap the screen. We should be up to 100. Who's trolling? Douche. Trump is your savior and God. Yeah. Well, let's hope he does the right thing. What? Adnan Syed will not serve more prison time for He Min Lee's murder, judge rules. So some guy, Saeed, murdered some girl when he was 17, and I guess her family's trying to keep him in jail, but they let him out after 20 years, and he's got 5 years probation. You know why he killed her? Who the fuck knows? Well, mega cult. So what, Ben, if I'm in a mega cult, what are you in? What cult are you in? A Biden cult? A Harris cult? What is the name of your, a woke cult? Are you in a woke cult? Yeah, I want men who can't compete against men to compete against women. Oh, wow. Wow, you're a fucking real man, aren't you? I want men, this is basically the truth. Men who can't succeed against other men and are getting their asses kicked, go out and compete in women's sports and try and beat women. And some of those asshole men can't even beat the women. They're such losers. But yeah, that's what you guys want. Yeah. Trump will leave. Trump 2025. Well, he's already president. Think for yourself. Come on, guys, hit the thumbs up. Let's get it up to 1,000. Lock Trump up for what? Oh, come on. You just want people just to get locked up. Maybe someday somebody will lock you up for nothing. We'll see how you like it, or somebody in your family. And if somebody who's really innocent is going to get locked up, or you're going to get a ticket, you're going to get something that the courts are going to throw at you, and you're like, oh, that's not fair. Why did they do that to me? I'm innocent. That's not fair. I was targeted. We love Trump. Trump is a war criminal? How do you figure that? Well, how do you come up with statements like that? Trump is a what? Are you nuts, bro? How? I'm funny? Come on, guys, let's get it up to 40. 4 more to 40. 4 to 4. 4 to 40. Betas, right. Democrats are all beta males. I mean, look at them. Look at Schumer. Look at Lowenthal. Look at Jerry Nadler. Are those beta males? Identity politics. Trump is by far. You'll never be a woman. Oh my gosh. You guys are playing games. Tim Waltz, beta. Yeah. Even Zelensky. Look at Zelensky. Look at the governor of Canada. Look at him. You think that's an alpha male? Those are beta males put in position from other beta males that have power. J.D. Vance cross-dresses. He does? Maybe. I haven't seen him cross-dress. Let me see. Let me look that up. Does J.D. Vance cross-dress? Images. Oh, they got him in a dress. Well, it's the same dress. Maybe he dressed like that for Halloween. That's not like he's got different types of clothing. Yeah. This could be Photoshop too. Yeah, it's the same picture. See, like, if you look at the pictures of him, right? If you look at the pictures of him, it's the same picture. So he could have dressed up as a girl to a party. That doesn't mean that he dresses like that all the time. Yeah, it's the same outfit. Yeah. When I used to live in Brooklyn, there was a guy that lived next door to me. He was in the army, right? And where I lived, there was a base, like a little, I don't know if it was a base or a fort, whatever you want to call it. It wasn't a huge or a post, right? And he would come home. He was like a major. Come home, walk in the house, and then you see him leave again with the same coat that he wore from the army, the beige coat, with a wig on and high heels. Does he wear eyeshadow? Let's look that up. Does JD Vance wear eyeshadow? Yeah, but you can't really go by this because it's Photoshop. You know what I'm saying? I can go in there and make anybody look like they're wearing eyeshadow, they have bushy eyebrows, they got lipstick on. You can't trust anything today on the internet. Even video, you can manipulate. You see what they do with these videos when Trump fights all the Democrats? It's almost real. With all this fucking CGI, you can't trust anything. You don't even know if that's really Donald Trump. Is that really him? Free Palestine. Trump. Yes, that's really Trump. JD wore eyeshadow in an interview. Yeah, that's just the makeup they put on him. You know how much makeup they put on these guys when they go on TV? They cover up every blemish. Trump making America great again. All right, let's not attack each other. Come on. Ben wants to transition. Ben Carson? Who? Ben who? Transition. And what kind of fucking craziness do you have in your brain? That like you want to like cut off your wiener, your nuts. You want to they turn the wiener into a vaginal canal? Holy shit. That's fucked up. One time I was gonna go for hair transplant, right? See, like I don't have a lot of hair here. You know what I mean? So I'm going to get the hair transplant, and all of a sudden I see the doctor. He was gonna cut a piece of my skin out, and I fucking got off there and says, "Fuck you! You ain't cutting me, doctor." And I walked out. And then I just started shaving my head after that. Well, how much you want to pay for groceries? Only what do you want to pay? You don't produce any groceries, so why should anybody give you cheap groceries? Go fucking grow your own food then. You want somebody to work for you and you buy cheap groceries? Farmers have overhead too. Fish Guru, trolls. Yeah, oh man. It was in my other live stream. You got to see how many trolls I had. America. Praise Allah. You mean praise God? John Adams, I'm in Virginia. Wow, nice. What's there to praise about Allah? Actually, Christians don't praise God. I mean, we say praise God, but we don't submit to God. We follow God. There's a difference between submitting and following, because Jesus says, "Come to me." Right? There's a big difference. Trump thumbs up. Are you an AI concoction? I think so, Mr. X. I'm AI. I'm a, what do you call that? A matrix figure. Oh, Akbar means great, right? Is that what Akbar means? I never could never understand what the fuck is Akbar. Snack bar, Akbar. I can never understand it. Candy bar. Guy's a fascist. Who? Justin Trudeau. I mean, Governor Trudeau, because he really is a governor. Goat wife. You're afraid of me, aren't you? Kit Kat? Nobody's afraid of you, Kit Kat. You're just a little kitty cat. You're afraid of me, aren't you? What does that mean, prime minister? The fuck does that prime? You mean like prime steak? Prime choice? Prime, he's prime. Prime. The minister. The minister of what? What's he fucking ministering? You know what they minister? Misery. Misery. That's what the prime minister does. They minister misery. You're a cupcake. Thank you. America, Trump or Kamala? Trump. Now, what if we had a combination of Trump and Kamala? Would that work out better? You look like extra from a movie, Goodfellas. Oh, thank you. Tromala. Buy Baron coin. They have Baron coin? That's a fucking joke, man. That's a joke. Buy Sharon coin? Buy Trump coin? All right, come on. Let's not attack Muslims or Christians. Come on, let's be friends here. Come on, nobody's really. Let's not start a Elon Wonka. Comrade Trump. Maybe Trump is Russian. I have Baron coin. Really? You know, Barron Trump is a dual citizen, and so is Melania Trump. They're both dual citizens. They're not even fucking 100% American. And Melania goes, "I love America, America. I love America." How can you love America if you're a citizen of another country? What kind of love is that? That's not true love. If you're a dual citizen, you're a cheater. I care. I'm 100% American. A debate. I'm not afraid to have a debate. I'm afraid you're going to be embarrassed. Hold on, I got to turn the light on. It's getting dark. I'm having Trump cake. Oh! Everybody left. Holy shit. Bring back Nancy Pelosi. You think she regrets getting those giant implants? Those fucking things are like, bam. Imagine her being on top of you. Oh, bosh, she'll fucking knock you out with those things. Imagine how Nancy Pelosi, knowing she knows that there's people on Social Security that are not alive, wanted to raise the age of Social Security. Imagine that. And Democrats still vote for Democrats. Just think. There's people on Social Security for years and no one's ever said anything. Joe Biden, Barack Obama, George Bush, they were all on Social Security when they were president. What about the people in the Social Security Administration? How come they never said anything? How come they never said anything? Where's all that money going? And yet, Nancy Pelosi's got the balls to tell you as an American that we're going to raise the retirement age. We're going to raise because there's no money in Social Security. Meanwhile, there's hundreds of millions of dollars being stolen. And if you're not going to put anybody in jail about it, then don't fucking even bring it up. If you're not going to like put people in jail, politicians, anybody, and say this money was going into your account, then make sure you get a good fucking lawyer or you're going to jail. Right or wrong? How can any Democrats here agree with Nancy Pelosi wanting to raise your Social Security age limit, yet knowing that there's theft in the system? That's how much she cares about you, the Democrats, and they're all with her. She's like the fucking leader of the Democrat Party. No, what Trump is going to do with Medicaid, he's going after the pharmaceutical companies to cut the cost of the medicine. Because the system is paying insane amounts of money for the medicine that doesn't cost that much if you buy it out of pocket. It's cheaper. And then there's generic brands that they're cheaper. Why is Medicaid buying the expensive stuff? Okay. I shouldn't be having it, but I'm not ignoring you. I'm not ignoring the chat is going 100 miles an hour. There's no super chats. It's hard to read the chat. It's going a million miles an hour. You have your cake and eating. Yeah, and drinking my milk. Cheers. Got milk? This is lactose-free milk. Kit Kat is a bot? No. Kit Kat, are you a bot? Kit Kat. Oh, that cake was good. Man, sometimes they know how to make chocolate cake. It's a little old, but it wasn't like 100% fresh. It's chicken milk? No, chickens don't give milk. Try again, Tim Russ. Excuse me. Milk is so great. Yeah, it's sweet. Milk is sweet. What about, don't they drink goat milk? Goat milk is good.